This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SheepStaysLeepTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. We're back with another video. And in this video, I want to speak on Black men and our mental hardships. Mental hardships. Now, we have to understand that when we speak on mental health and the mental health crisis that's going on all over the world right now, you have to understand that Black men, we suffer the most from this. We are last when it comes to all men dealing with health. That's physical and mental health. See, a lot of us brothers go through things, and the things that we've been through in life, we never had a chance to properly assess what those situations were and what they were about. So we go through life not understanding why things occur, why this happened to me. And what this does is, year after year after year, traumatic event after event that continues to happen in your life, and there is no resolve or there's no understanding of what you're actually going through and how to deal with it, that turns into mental hardships. That turns into depression. That turns into anxiety. That sometimes it goes even further and it turns into bipolarism, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder. And there's a lot of us Black men suffering from this. And it comes from mental hardships. It comes from the events that went on in our life, and we were never taught how to properly deal with it. And the reason why we were taught the improper way of dealing with these situations is because when you are living and practicing the lost value system, who really cares about your health? Most of us don't even think about our mental state. Most of us don't think about our physical health. So in the lost value system, your health means nothing. Your health only means something once you get some money. So until then, what most Black men would say is, you're going to continue to deal with mental hardships until you get some money. This is what the lost value system tells Black men. Once you get some money, you won't have any more mental hardships. You won't deal with anything anymore. See, this is what the lost value system tells Black men. This is why the lost value system is what creates the mental hardship. Because in a lost value system, you are not taught how to deal with trauma. You don't even understand what trauma is and how trauma plays a huge part in your life if you don't know how to deal with it properly. And when the trauma is not assessed properly, and it's unresolved, what it turns into is those mental illnesses I spoke on. It turns into these mental hardships that a lot of us brothers deal with. And it's simply because we haven't let go of the same system that keeps our minds trapped. See, I spoke about this in a previous show. Black men and the illusion of freedom. See, you're not free practicing the lost value system. If you're still chasing something in life, you're not free. You're not free. And this is why a lot of us have mental hardships also, because we're chasing something. We're chasing something. See, the lost value system doesn't give you peace. There's no rest for you, meaning a rest on your mind. So what happens is over time, you develop these mental issues, which then takes a toll on your body. And it's simply because brothers are following a system that will never allow you to be free. See, black man, you have to create freedom for yourself. You have to define freedom for yourself, just like you have to define yourself. Black men define themselves. We define ourselves. So if we have to define ourselves, then we have to define what freedom means to black men. And to a lot of us, black men, freedom is this: being able to run around and be silly, groupie niggas. Long as everybody could see you, long as everybody knows you, you can go around and just be a silly old paid nigga. You see? This is what the lost value system turns black men into. The lost value system don't create thinking black men. You cannot be a thinking black man and follow the lost value system. You see? So this is why black men have the mental hardships that we have. It is because first, we've lost the knowledge of who we are. That's first. We have neglected who we are. See, who you are is the internal 5 of the 10 life value system. That is who you are. And when you're addressing your mental health, you are addressing who you are. You are trying to better who you are, not what you are. See, the external 5 is what you are. Mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth, that's what you are in the world. The internal 5 is who you are in the world. This is why it makes no sense to know what you are, but not know who you are. See, because the lost value system identifies you by what you are, not who you are. And this is why black men suffer from these mental hardships. This is why you have black men ushering over to these spaces trying to find agency. looking for a place, a refuge. Like Thinking Man's Templar used to say, shout out to Thinking Man's Templar. Like he used to always say, black men need a place to come and to put their shields and their sword down and take their armor off. And we can be us. See, what he was talking about was, let's talk about who we are. See, because the shield and the sword and all of that, that's for the world. That's for you when you go out and you're battling in the world. That's what you are. We so busy fighting everything in the goddamn world, we've lost ourselves. This is why we fight each other. This is why we fight each other. We fight each other because we don't know who we are. And that's what creates the mental illness, the mental hardships. Because you begin to question who you are versus what you are. You begin to think that what you're supposed to be in the world is supposed to outweigh who you personally are. And that stresses you because you're in the American value system. And in the American value system, which is the lost value system, a black man is only valued based on what he does. So if what you do is not enough according to the lost value system, then you're nothing. You're nothing. A lot of us black men are suffering in silence because we trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's what we trying to do. That's where the depression comes in. The anxiety comes in. Because we trying to handle everything. And in the midst of that, we lose ourselves. And when some of us lose ourselves, some of us never get ourselves back. And this is why I say, brothers, we got to heal before we build. This is why I say, brothers, we are our own agency. Because a lot of brothers are here because they need help. They need somebody to talk to. You see? They need a new value system that they need to adopt to make their life better, their personal lives. You see? See, if we're going to change the mental health crisis between black men, brothers, we have to care about one another first. You see? We have to care about one another first. If we don't, then guess what? That's why we're still last when it comes to health, dealing with all other men. We're last. We're last for that reason. Because what? In the lost value system, we're told not to care. We are told not to care. The lost value system tells black men, if you're not paying me, why should I care about you? Why should I care about myself? What I put on makes me care about myself. Not what I put into myself, but what I put on myself makes me care about myself. You see? And this is why we have the mental health issues that we have as black men. All of these mental hardships that we're trying to get over. See, brothers, this is an internal issue. Health is an internal issue. So you can't solve it with money. You can't. Money will help, because money is a tool that is supposed to enhance your life to where you want it to be. It's a tool. Leisure can be a tool to help you with your health. Sometimes you might need a vacation, so you could go relax. Sometimes you just need a day or two off. You see? But you understand that when you practice the 10 life value system, when you practice the American value system, there's no limit in your leisure. There's no limit to your vacationing. So when you go on vacation, you going on vacation to show off. You're not going on vacation for health and family purposes, which is the original reason for vacation, for leisure. It is for creative recharge. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. It is for you to go and relax, and for your family to relax, and for you to come back recharged. And that's mentally, emotionally, and physically. You see, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. It's not for you to show off and, oh, I went here and, oh, I went there. Because what you may actually be doing when you're doing all that gloating and shit, you could actually be putting another brother into a deeper state of depression, because they're actually listening to you because they're looking for some answers. They seek refuge through your content. So my job as being a content creator, a black man who's speaking to other black men, is not to create that stress. And sometimes you could do that with other brothers, sitting around showing off and all that dumb shit. Some dudes are actually coming to you for advice and you showing off, and then they feel like, well, damn, he gonna look at me like a piece of shit. I might as well not even come to him. Which leads to black men becoming even more depressed, even more fearful of life. And then a lot of those brothers take their lives, man, because of these mental hardships, because of them not understanding what the lost value system does. See, the lost value system is going to put pressure on your mind, brothers, because it's promoted as the winning value system. So if you're not practicing that, you're not winning. And other men are going to remind you of this. You're not winning. You're a loser. You're losing in life, because the lost value system tells them that they're winning because they're practicing it. So I'm here to let you brothers know, you're not missing shit following this. If you grew up in the hood, that's what they follow. That's what they follow, dog. And shit has not changed in the hood, just like it won't change anywhere else as long as we practice the lost value system. So if you're wondering where your mental hardships coming from, your stress is coming from, it's because you want to fit in the lost value system. You want to show everybody, look, I got this. Look, I got that. Look, I'm successful. And sometimes when you're not able to do that at a certain time, it stresses you out, brother. But just understand that when you following the 10 life value system, you actually have value, and you're going to treat yourself as such. You see? You're going to treat yourself as such. And other people is going to see that they have to treat you the same way. And that's whether you got it or whether you don't. Because you got to be a man whether you got it or whether you don't. And you should garner respect and honor whether you have it or whether you don't. So make sure you get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Much love to the A-Game Nation. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.
Believe me, I will be the greatest
testosterone
producer that God ever created, and I mean that.
Sorry! This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.